Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome back to another 619 Padres talk right here on YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys. Before we dive into this video, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button, and make sure you guys are commenting, guys. I've got 10 subs, guys. Help me get to 100 and beyond, guys. Really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Like I said, give this video a big old fat thumbs up. Give our channel a subscribe, guys. Give the channel a subscribe and comment and turn on the bell for notifications, guys. So, as you guys may have noticed, we signed Xander Bogarts to an 11-year, $280 million deal. Now, a couple of questions that I had regarding this. So, what does that mean for Fernando Tatis Jr.? Well, theory is that, or word from the Padres is that Xander Bogarts is obviously going to play shortstop, as we know. So where does Fernando fit into this? Well, Fernando will more than likely be going into the outfield. So we will have, depending on what happens with Jerkson, which I'm sure that Profar will probably be traded if he's not picked up by a team, because he's currently a free agent along with Will Myers, Pierce Johnson, and like two or three other guys. I can't remember right now who, other than those guys, are the free agents right now. But so Tatis could go out to left field, and you could have the outfield of Tatis, Grisham, and Soto. I like the move. I would not be opposed to that. One, it's going to save Fernando on his shoulder. Secondly, it's going to keep him in the lineup, which is obviously what we want to do. We want to keep Fernando in the lineup. And it's going to be less strain on his shoulder. I would much rather see him out there in the outfield than at first base. First base would kind of make me a little leery. I mean, not really. I mean, but at the same time, I'd kind of cringe a little bit every time Fernando would go to make a diving play out there at first base, diving into the foul line. And I mean, it's not to say, obviously, he's going to make those diving plays out there in the outfield as well. I would kind of cringe a little bit if he were to make a jumping play and crash into the wall, but thus the reason he had his shoulder surgery. There we go. I'll spit it out eventually. His shoulder surgery and his wrist surgery, so he could be 100% going into spring training. Now, he can play, from what I understand. Sorry, guys, take a sip of coffee here on this cold, rainy day here. So from what I gather, from what I understand, that Fernando can play spring training, but he's going to miss the 21st games of the season. So we won't get him back until May. I believe that would put us at May by the time we got him back, or end of April, roughly. And that's fine. I mean, that's, all depending on, who we have out there in the outfield. And, you know, like I said, guys, like I said, I really, would not mind Fernando being out there in the outfield. Frankly, I would rather, I'd rather have him out there than at first base. To be honest with you, just for the saving of his arm, saving of his shoulder, that kind of thing. And then we have that pop in that lineup. We've got, you'd have Tatis, Manny, Soto, Bogarts. So you'd have four elite all-star batters. Got not leadoff guys, but the elite top 4 in your lineup. That's a dangerous 4. If you ask me. And that shows me that AJ is all in. He's all in. He's all in this season. He's all in with the Padres. Him and Peter Seidler are all in. This is the year, guys, that I believe is going to be the Padres' year. This is going to be our year, guys. We are so overdue to win the division and get back into the World Series. And I think we can beat the Dodgers because now that we have beat them in the playoffs, now we know we can beat them. And we've slayed that giant, so we know that we can beat them. And I think that we are going to much better match up with the Dodgers, especially this year, because of the guys that they've lost. Look at who they've lost. They've lost Seager. They've lost Bellinger. They've lost Trey Turner. So, they've lost three of their key guys. So, how do they replace Turner? Who do they have to replace Turner? Who's really out there for them to replace? And not to mention, Justin Turner is on the free agent market as well. So, depending on where Justin Turner lands, that could possibly be 4 guys that they've lost. 4 elite guys 4 elite players that the Dodgers will have lost. And not to mention, to go back to Bogarts, how the Red Sox could allow it to get to this point. Think about it. Think about this. Think about this, guys. The Red Sox, had Bogarts in their system, right? The guy was a homegrown Red Sox. And then they let it get to this point where he's now exploring free agency, and now he's signed with the Padres. For a 13-year deal, he's going to finish his career as a Padre. Think about that. He's going to finish his career as a San Diego Padre. Now, depending on what they do, the guy will probably end up having a Hall of Fame career. No doubt. He's going to be 41 by the time the contract is up. He's going to be in his 40s. But, think about that. Xander Bogarts, a Padre. I never would have thought it. And to think that we were also in the bidding for Judge and Turner. Those 2 guys, we offered them contracts, more money, longer deal, more money. But, I understand Judge. I understand Judge taking the going back to the Yankees. I understand that. Judge wants to retire as a Yankee. He wants to be a Yankee for life. So he took that deal, which is fine. But Turner, we offered Turner more money for more years, and he took the Phillies offer. But that's okay because now we got Xander Bogarts. And I think Bogarts is a better... This might be a hot take. This is probably going to be a hot take, but I like Xander Bogarts out there over Trey Turner. Trey Turner is good. Don't get me wrong. He's an elite player. But I think that as far in more of a clutch situation, you want Bogarts out there. I would take Bogarts in a clutch situation. I mean, how many times did Bogarts come up and hit a home run? I mean, he said in the press conference, he's gonna love hitting at Petco because the big green the monster in Fenway Park, the big green monster at Fenway, that limited his home runs. And so I think he said that he believes he's probably going to have more home runs. So think about this. We could potentially have 4 guys with 30-plus homers next season. Think about that. 4 elite athletes, 4 all-stars. 4 all-stars and a 2-time World Series champion with 30 plus dingers. That's going to be a scary lineup to have to pitch to. Because think about this. Fernando's leading off, right? Fernando leads off. You pitch around Fernando. You've got Manny. You've got to pitch to Manny. You'd have to pitch to Manny because you wouldn't want to pitch around him because then you got to deal with Soto. So if you pitch to Manny, Manny's going to see a lot of fastballs. Manny's going to get a lot of stuff to hit. Soto's going to get stuff to hit. And on top of that, we have Soto for a full season. So full season with Soto. Soto will get to be in spring training. He'll be participating in spring training, and he'll be able to have a full 162 with the Padres. He'll have a full 162 with us. Now think about the damage that he can do in a full 162 game season. Instead of coming in the middle of the season and having to try and figure things out, right? Figure out the culture, figure out, strategy, figure out hitting against the NL West, right? He's going to have spring training plus the regular season to get used to that. He's going to have all that. He's going to get to be able to see these pitchers consistently on a regular basis for a full 162. And I really firmly believe that we are going to give the Dodgers a run for their money. Because the Dodgers have been losing guys. We've been signing guys. We finally realize. I think it hit AJ last year. We have got to compete with the Dodgers. We have got to get past the Dodgers. Regardless, no matter what. No matter what. We have got to get past the Dodgers, right? And that's what I love about AJ Preller and Peter Seidler. They are making moves to get past the Dodgers to win the division. Because if we can win this division, guys, we can do some serious damage in the postseason next year. And I think that's the mindset of AJ and Peter. Of Peter Seidler and AJ Preller. That's the mindset that they have, is that they are going to win now, and we are going to put pieces in place to win now. We are going to put pieces in place to have multiple World Series championships, because they're not just going to be satisfied with one. I want to get these guys at least 2 or 3. I want us to become a dynasty in San Diego, right? I want to have that elite team in San Diego, that elite professional team. And the Padres can definitely be that team. They have to get the right guys, and that's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what AJ Preller and Peter Seidler are doing. They are signing guys that want to win now, that have a win now mentality. That window is open. They are taking advantage of that window being open. And I love it. Absolutely love it. And the cool thing about this, right? The other cool thing about this is that we know, as we know, Xander Bogarts wears number 2. Well, Grisham wore number 2. Grisham willingly gave up his number 2 to let Xander Bogarts wear number 2. What a class act. What a stand-up guy to give to the number that he's been wearing for the last 3 years, right? I think Grisham's been with us for 3. But to give up your jersey number that you've been wearing, to give up your jersey number that you've been wearing to the new guy, right? To the new veteran of the team. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, right? So, what do I think is going to happen during the season? Well, guys, I think we can have huge expectations, and I don't think we're wrong to have those expectations, because we got to the playoffs last year. We got to the NLCS. And yeah, we matched up against the Phillies. The Phillies beat us in 7, I believe it was. But like I said, we slayed that giant. We got past the Dodgers. And that is huge, because that shows that we can beat the Dodgers. And I know the Dodgers just took it to us during the regular season. But I said, we are building a team. We are building a team to beat these Dodgers, to beat this juggernaut in the regular season. And I really think that we are going to have the team to do that. And depending on, before spring training, who else we sign, who else is out there, what other pitchers we get, because we still need pitching. Because you guys know, Clevenger is now a White Sox. So, Carlos Rodon is still out there. Now, I would love if we could sign Carlos Rodon. That guy is clutch. That guy is a beast. That guy is good. He proved it last year. He is really good. Even though the Giants didn't have a great season, Carlos Rodon still dominates. He's still a dominating pitcher. And if we can sign him to a really good deal, I think, 2 years, whatever amount, 2-3 years, whatever the amount, we discuss on, but at least 2-3 years. And I think that we can be this elite team in the National League West. We can compete in the National League West, and I think that we can, guys. I really, really do. I really think that we can compete in the National League West. I mean, think about it. I mean, you have us and you have the Dodgers. I mean, what are the Giants? What are the Giants doing? I mean, they missed out on Judge, right? That's who they were going after. They missed out on Judge. So next best thing was Mitch Haniger, right? So we are the only ones that have made these star playing moves. The Dodgers are losing star guys. The Giants haven't made a lot of noise, right? So we're the only ones making noise. And if we continue to make noise, we continue to make a splash like we've been, signing guys to 13 years, 12 years, signing pitchers to 2-3 years, we will have a team that can win multiple World Series. And I think, and I know that's what the fan base wants. I know that's what we want as fans, right? We want that. We want that as fans. We need that as fans, right? To build a team that we know every season is going to compete for a World Series title. And I think that we're going to do it this year, guys. So again, guys, Padres have officially signed Xander Bogarts to a 13-year, $280 million deal. Awesome. That's going to be a great infield of Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, or probably Kim, and whoever at first base. Whoever that's going to be, whether it's Drury, whether it's Myers, I don't know who that's going to be, but that is going to be a deadly infield. That is going to be a legit infield, guys. I am looking forward to this season, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Turn on that bell for notifications. Hit that subscribe button, guys. And remember, look for 619 Padres Talk all season on YouTube, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Go Pods!